Hey guys, now it's time for something quick and different. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here for EverCanadian Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to another episode of, well, actually, the first episode of Retro Rich's Random Ramblings. Yeah, what's going on? It's an interesting little show. I was toying with the idea with the GTC of maybe having a show where this is more speculative, less news. This is not a news line. Although I will be talking about things that are kind of breaking in the Evercade and Atari VCS and Intellivision worlds, but more speculative, more your mileage may vary, you're more all of those kind of things. And in these videos, you can travel with me to a special place called the Speculation Zone. All right. So what are we going to speculate about today? Well, first, we're going to speculate about where did evercade.co.uk go? Where did it go? So if you were to go there today, right now, this is what you would see. That's it. No banner, no ability to select blog or cartridges or do anything or whatever. It's kind of odd that the entire thing is done. I mean, I know it's a splash page for tomorrow. Yeah, I know Alpha is coming. Yes. Our new website will arrive on 30th May, which is tomorrow. Please check back then. So it's a brand new website. Is the website Alpha? I don't know. Is there a service behind Alpha? Are we going to have an account? Is there other things happening? I was speculating with Gunzi today when we were talking about this specific thing, and I started to think, what if? All right, so there used to be a service out there. Jam.gg was what it's technically called now, or Pi Packer is what it's called back when I actually backed it on Kickstarter. What if they were to lean into something like that, right? Some like kind of digital and physical hybrid. Now, of course, this is the Speculation Zone, so do not even take any of this with any kind of grains of salt. In fact, I have been 100% incorrect every time I've opened my mouth about things that are in the Speculation Zone. So just think that all of the things that are coming in my mouth are completely untrue. So going back to this, what if Alpha is a thing? It's a piece of hardware that connects to something, a computer, much like the Pi readers, right? Or something else. So you would then connect the reader and whatever this thing is, whatever Alpha is, whatever the piece of hardware is, right? And you would be able to take your carts and then digitally authorize them, right? You'd have to get like some kind of a code on the cart, right? You have to register them via update, right? To make sure that you couldn't use it over and over again. And then it would lock it to your account, and then you'd be able to take your digital library with you on Alpha. And you would just you'd have all your carts safely at home, but then you'd have Alpha and you take all your games with you. I mean, that could be kind of cool, or if it was a big giant thing, instead of having, like an arcade machine like Pete was talking about with 10 different arcade things, still one cart slot, but every time you put in a cart slot, it added and dumped the ROMs into the library, so you didn't have to like keep going, right? Maybe it is an arcade machine, but with one reader, and then it locks it to an account that you can play on all these things, right? And then maybe have accessories that go for Alpha above and beyond just a VS controller. I don't know. Now I'm very speculative, because now the whole website being down is very interesting. It's very, very interesting. I'm not exactly sure what to feel about this, but I'm very excited. So anyway, down below, let's speculate together in the comments, do all that kind of stuff. We'll find out tomorrow, of course, and I will be here for that. 12 noon, probably right here. I don't know if I'm going to live stream it. I probably won't. I'll probably do a reaction vid, and it'll come out right after that. So check in the 12:30, 1 o'clock area for the video right here at EverCanadian Productions. Anyway, that's pretty interesting. And even if I'm just saying, this is the homepage, but if say evercade.co.uk/blog takes you here. It's literally nothing. So I know that evercade.co.uk blog /blog goes somewhere. I'm telling you, they blank the entire site. So I don't know. It's weird. I've never seen anything like this before on another website. Usually there's always like you can go to the other places and like do things, but it's literally blank. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, cool. Anyway, let's move on to Atari. They said something about working on an Intellivision emulator. Now, this is not speculation zone. This is true. This is fact. How is it fact? How is it fact? Well, let's go over here to this right here. This was first found by John Willig, GTC member in the house, right? Shared on social medias. I talked about it a little bit on the Intellivision Gamers podcast. That was on Monday on the Memorial Days. Awesome show. You guys got to check that out. And then he actually talked about it again over on Retro Bliss's channel. I don't have his description in the thing below, but check out Intellivision Gamer. I think he linked it, and then hit the buttons and do all the things, likes, subs, all that stuff for them. But in the news of May 24th, 2024, to celebrate Intellivision joining the Atari tribe, here's a 2600 port of Dark Hybrids. Okay, haha. And then it says, I know, not directly Intellivision, but the VCS currently doesn't have an emulator for Intellivision games. This will take some time, but it is our intentions, it was a little bit of misspelling, but in our intention to bring Intellivision to the Atari VCS, where we can give a digital home to the Intellivision games and the homebrew community. So that's awesome, right? They're going to do some outreach, maybe to people like Will Moeller at the Electronites, and over where are the Princess Quest guys? I can't remember the name of that. Intellivision, I don't know. They're Intellivision Revolution guys. I'm terrible at remembering names right now, but there's a whole bunch of other things, right? And it says they'll still take time, so be patient with us, but they're working on it. That is going to happen, right? An emulator will come on and hang out on the VCS. How cool is that? How cool is that, right? Some speculation zone. Are we going to see anything else? I'm sure that if that is going to happen, we're going to see some of the home brews and some of the Intellivision games. I'm speculating. Now, this I am almost certain will happen. Someone's getting their hands on these IPs, and they're making reimagined stuff of it. Digital Eclipse, if they're not already doing it, is going to do it. We're going to see Night Stalker. We're going to see Cloudy Mountain. I'm almost positive of that. And I am 99% sure that if that happens, it's coming to the VCS. There's no reason why they wouldn't do it. They should do it. We should have that. And that would be kind of cool. And, of course, Sneaky Box is hanging out over there. They're starting to run out of titles on the Intellivision to recharge. Why don't they start recharging some of the others over on the Intellivision side now that they have that, right? So they already did lots of the Atari titles. They get, 12 of them or something like that. I know you could do Major Havoc, you could do Adventure, you could do Night Driver, you could do a whole bunch of others. You could. And they should. But I'm just saying, now that they have the Intellivision library in there, come on, guys. You could do it. You definitely could do it. They do need, of course, to go over to BBG Land and sneak over some Shark and Astro Smash. At least do it a licensing deal or something like that. But they probably would. It's Atari. They're going to buy it. I wouldn't be surprised if they bought BBG in the speculation zone. Anyway, but that was pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. So what do you guys think in all of this stuff about the show, about the speculation, about the news, about everything? Let me know down below in the comments. I kind of like this. I kind of dig it. It's a little short, a little snippet, 10 minutes less, that kind of thing. If I have a little thought that pops in my head, no fancy graphics and that kind of crazy stuff, just me, the speculations, the stories, and some comments down below. What do you think? Let me know down below. All right, before we go, we have to do one thing only. You know what it is. We got to thank every single member of the Good Times Club because they are so awesome in giving us all of the cool things that we can do here at Bacon Ice Cream Productions, having 1080p StreamYard, having the ability to help out over on the Evercast, all those things. So let's do that right now. Let's thank the EverCanadian, Crimson Cross, George Games, Chris Westerman, Fan and Fiction, Skeletrex, Lloyd Arjun, Papa Pete, the Intellivision Gamer, again, link down below, Ken LaCure, Mr. Shua, John Willig, again, thank you for that little snippet of news from the Atari VCS, Gunsy20, and Immortal Sojourn. Thank you guys all so much for watching. And if you are not a member, you can become one. You hit the join button. You can hit the sub button. You can hit the up, down, left, rights. You can leave some comments. We'll talk to you. I pretty much answer just about every comment. Maybe not every reply, because that gets buried, and YouTube doesn't do anything. Like, when people reply, that's another thing. YouTube, come on, you got to hit the buttons for us, right? If somebody replies, I should get a little notification like, hey, they replied, and then I can reply back and do all that stuff. It's still a little messy, and YouTube's been around for a long time. Anyway, I talked to you guys, and I would like to continue to talk to you guys. So please get down below and say all of the things. And until next time, we will catch you next time for some good times and some random ramblings. I'm Rich. We will see you later. Take it easy, guys, and keep it locked right here tomorrow. I'm telling you, I will be here. We're talking about Alpha. We'll find out what happened on the website, and many more questions hopefully would be answered. See you guys.
RTSC.baconicecream.com